Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toyscapades channel in Malaysia. Mondo have revealed the first offering in their 1/6 scale line of Thundercats action figures, and it is truly a sight beyond sight. Today, we have the official images and details of the new Mondo Thundercats Lion-O action figure, which first debuted at STCC 2024. I did a video sharing my initial thoughts on it. I felt that they made him look too evil and angry, no doubt due to the generous use of eyeliner paint, and also for some reason, they decided to go with the dirtiest grin ever on his companion cat Snarf. I did receive quite a few comments saying that they went with a Jim Henson inspired look for Snarf's design. Well, sure, nothing wrong with that, but why did they have to make that inspiration look so creepy? What makes this the ultimate Lion-O figure is the inclusion of more accessories than any other Lion-O figure in history has ever received. And there is a lot here. Guaranteed to have you fiddling about with the figure, posing it, and taking multiple shots of it for maybe at least a week. We get a ton of new close-up photos of the multiple face portraits that Lion-O comes with. There's 5 in total to be exact. The main one is listed as a neutral expression, but I think it looks super serious, and like I said before in my previous video, maybe even a bit sinister. It's a very nice expression for sure. Okay, the sculpting is great, but I did want one face sculpt that was at least looking a bit friendly, and maybe even like he's about to crack into a smile, because that's the charismatic leader that Lion-O is supposed to be. Now, he gets another expression that's supposed to be a sight beyond sight look, and you can tell it's different because his pupils are now yellow. Other than that, there really isn't that much difference between this and his neutral expression. Then he gets a screaming face, and it definitely looks like he's got something to yell about, although I will have to say that he looks really nasty when he's shouting. It's all good to have an angry portrait, okay, no denying all of these characters need an angry, shouting face at least, but I really don't like this one, and somehow the sculpt makes him look so much older. Then we have his royal look as King Lion-O, and here he looks very regal indeed with his crown on, and the crown, by the way, is non-removable, so instead of sculpting it as a separate accessory, we get a whole new head portrait to go with it, right? Although the expression here is really quite similar again to his neutral look with just some paint differences, and also the way that his hair is now sculpted to be blowing in both directions. As all of these face sculpts are roughly similar, that's probably also why none of them look particularly friendly. Then finally, we have what is supposed to be Mondo's redesigned Lion-O face portrait, and holy shit, this is Thundercats in horror mode. Now, does anybody actually want a Lion-O that looks this freakily frightening? I don't. No disrespect to anyone who finds this look cool and awesome, but I don't, alright? And I have to believe that no Thundercats fan out there seriously wants to see Lion-O morph into this look. But apparently, Lion-O can now adopt this super terrifying form to scare Mumra straight back into his tomb. We also get a lot of new close-up shots of Snarf, and you can see that they poured a lot of effort into the sculpt. It's a very detailed look and there is articulation present, but I just can't get over that smile or grin or whatever suspicious expression is that supposed to be on his face. I mean, no problem if Mondo wanted to do their own thing with a redesigned portrait, but I think that a lot of fans would appreciate having another alternate head for Snarf that was just based off his classic vintage look, instead of one that just has him looking like a psycho mutant cat. Now, Lion-O comes with a lot of weapons, starting with the smaller dagger version of the Sword of Omens that fits smoothly into his claw shield. Then, he gets 3 more swords, 2 of which are variations of the Sword of Omens longsword. One is the classic version, and the other has a more modern, updated look. You can tell the differences apart from the hilts on both of them, and also on the design of the blade. He also gets a 3rd sword, one that's just crackling with energy as he summons the power of the Eye of Thundera. Just so many play options here with this figure. He gets 2 versions of his iconic claw shield. One is the classic version that has a very nice gold paint shine to it, and the other one has a sculpted furry texture to it. From the photos here, the furry claw shield appears to be primarily paired with Lion-O's more primal and animalistic expression. Now you get a chain and a dagger, and also a copy of the Book of Omens for him to lug around. Although it does appear that the pages are sealed, right? So you won't be able to have him call upon it for help. The King Lion-O figure comes with a full fabric cape for you to transform him into his ultimate royal form. And this in a way gives you two very distinctive looks for the character, though I'm sure that most fans would probably not have him displayed on their shelves in this mode, but you do have that option, and credit to Mondo for going the extra mile with the sheer variety of accessories that they've presented here. Initially, when the digital renders for the figure were first presented, a lot of fans were unhappy that Lion-O comes with a new armored tunic instead of his classic blue trunks. But based on the photos provided here, the armor does come off, and you can indeed have Lion-O in his classic look with just the trunks on. So look, they really did think of just about everything here, and I can see why for most fans, this is definitely the ultimate action figure of Lion-O that's ever been made. If I had one other request besides the suggested improvements to the face sculpts, it would be for the Sword of Omens to actually light up or maybe even glow. I can't help it, okay, because the electronic Sword of Omens was just such a permanent fixture of 80s toys. Now this package is certainly not cheap. It's going for $250 and is up as a time edition pre-order for just 10 days starting right now on Mondo's website. Now, $250 is what you would expect from Mondo for a release like this, and it is certainly in line as well with their other releases as well. So that also makes it possibly the most expensive Lion-O figure straight out the gate. But what do you guys think? Is this a ho or is it a no? Okay, which one is it, guys? Sound off in the comments, and I'll catch all of you again real soon with more content right here. Thank you, and take care out there. Okay guys, adding this on as a bit of an end credit to the video, Mondo has another item that they're putting out there as part of their collaboration with Thundercats, and it is this massive screen printed poster of the team, okay, the entire Thundercats gang with Mumra, and this thing is by artist Sanford Green. I'm not quite familiar with his work, but this is a very nice looking poster indeed. The thing measures 24 inches in width and 36 inches in height. Definitely something awesome to go up on your bedroom wall, living room wall, any kind of wall you can think of. But the thing is that this thing goes for a whopping $80. All right, it's a time edition release also, so it's only available for the same time period as the Lion-O action figure. However, is this thing actually worth $80? I'm not sure. I know that movie posters, especially vintage ones, go for huge bucks on the secondary market, but this is something new. Okay, it's fresh out the gate. And is this what we're supposed to be paying for new posters? I know it's an exclusive, so does that mean that this thing will definitely go up in price? Is there a market for these things? I don't know. You guys tell me, okay? Is this something that you want added to your collection? This lavish Thundercats poster, okay? Let me know in the comment section as well. I'm curious to know what the sales numbers are for something like this. But hey, look, if people are paying $80 for a poster, then you know what's like 150 for an action figure, or 250? I don't know. All right, anyway guys, want to hear from you out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon.